Hello YouTube, I am back again with another deck profile of a deck that I have played about 10 times, and I'm terrible at the deck, and I have no idea how the archetype truly works, but I still say I enjoy the deck. So today we have scraps, but not just any scraps, we also run Crane, and if you don't know what Crane is, then keep watching and I'll talk about it sooner or later. So yeah, scraps, if you don't know, they make Scrap Beast, and that's about it. So, let's talk about stuff. So, first, Scrap Engine. 3 Scrap Chimera. When this card's normal summon, you can special summon a Scrap Tuner monster from your grave. And most of the time, you will grab Scrap Beast. And if this guy's destroyed by a Scrap card effect, you can add a Scrap monster from your graveyard to your hand. And originally, I was thinking that this deck would kind of play out like Burn and Knucklers, where you just spam Scrap Dragon a lot. And I think the most I've ever summoned is 2 Scrap Dragons in a game, and even then I was kind of pushing it. But I don't know. As I said, I don't know the deck too well, but yeah, Scrap Chimera becomes a 1-card Scrap Dragon, or a rank 4 Xyz. And there's a play we'll get to if you have a Scrap Beast and another card where you can make Scrap Dragon next turn. I run 2 Scrap Goblins. It's a Scrap Tuner, so it can be summoned by Chimera, and it can't be destroyed by battle, although if it is targeted for an attack while it is face up, it's destroyed at the end of the battle phase, so it's a nice Spirit Reaper-esque card, but also it has the same effect as Scrap Beast, where if it's destroyed by a Scrap card effect, including its own, you can add a Scrap monster from your hand, so this just helps you reoccur the Chimera. And finally, I run Scrap Golem. Level 5 monster. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 level 4 Scrap monster from your grave. Or either player's grave, but since no one plays scraps, it'll mostly be from your grave. Mostly this card is used in sync with Scrap Goblin to make more Scrap Dragons and possibly a Stardust Dragon. Or you can just go old school and just summon something like Scrap Beast or Scrap Chimera and start beat sticking. So yeah. I run 3 Redox and 1 Pebbles. I run the Dragon Wheelers for 2 reasons. One, its Monster Reborn effect can let me reuse Scrap Dragon. And I can pitch when I use its Reborn effect, or I use Pebbles effect a special summon. I can put cards that I draw into that I don't want to draw into, like Scrap Golem and Scrap Beast, into my grave to set up plays, while also, getting other effects. And also, I can special summon it from the grave to either be a wall or just have reoccurring fodder for Scrap Dragon. So yeah. And for the Crane part of the deck, 3 Crane. When this card's normal summon, you target a level 3 monster in your grave, special summon that monster. So it's kind of like Tour Guide from the grave. And one of the combos is that if you have Scrap Goblin in the grave, you can Crane it back, and you have a free rank 3 or a rank level 6 Synchro monster, including with Scrap Goblin, a Barkion. So you have a 1-card Barkion in this deck, which is very handy. And another target for Crane is Dandelion. If it's sent to the grave, pretty much by any means, special summon 2 Fluff tokens. So the Fluff tokens are more reoccurring fodder for Scrap Dragon. And you can get your effect, just use Crane, bring back Dandelion. Go into a rank 3, stall your opponent out, and when that rank 3 detaches Dandelion, get your tokens. Good cards. 3 Max C. I thought with Scrap Beast and Scrap Goblin, this deck would keep its hand more populated, but it doesn't. And so yeah, plus Maxi, if it's not that good against certain matchups, can always be discarded and or removed for Redox. So that's pretty good. For the spells, you run 3 Scrapyard. You add a Scrap Tuner monster from your deck to your grave. So you'll mostly be grabbing Scrap Beast you will be, because those are the only targets. I only run 5 targets, but I can get away with running 3 because you want monsters in your hand for redox. So, yeah. 3 Scrap Storm. Select 1 face-up scrap monster you control. Send 1 scrap monster from your deck to your grave. Then draw a card. Then destroy the selected monster. So one popular combo used in scraps is that if you have Scrap Beast in your hand or on your field, or you have Scrap Beast on your field and you have Scrap Storm, you use Scrap Storm, you target Scrap Beast, you send Chimera to the grave, then Beast goes to the grave, then its effect kicks in to add back Chimera. So that's pretty good. I run Staple, Dark Hole Monster Born Reborn. And then Foolish Burial lets me put a Goblin in grave, lets me put a Beast in grave, lets me put Dandelion in grave. And Mind Control. One awesome thing about Scrap Dragon is that it destroys the monsters at the same time. It doesn't tribute, just destroys. So Mind Control an opponent's monster, pop pop. Or you do run tuners and stuff. For traps, I run the Solemn Duo, 2 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 3 Compulse. Love Compulse, especially this format. And one dirty thing you can do is if you have a set Compulse and a Scrap Dragon, you use Scrap Dragon's effect to target your set Compulse, target an opponent's card. Then, if your opponent doesn't have a response, chain Compulse, return an opponent's monster. So you'll get rid of 2 of your opponent's cards. And that's pretty good. So for the extra deck, I run Zenmaines, Tempo, Levier. Pretty standard rank 3s. And one thing about Tempo is, this is mostly to deal with Ophion. Because this deck has some trouble dealing with Ophion because it does summon some big monsters sometimes. For rank 4s, I run Cowboy, Mainstroke, Papral Operative, and Gem Knight Pearl. I kind of wish I was running another rank 4. I don't know. But these seem to be working. For the level 6 Synchros, I run 1 Barkion and Gaia. For the level 7s, Black Rose and Scrap Archfiend. And for the 8s, 1 Stardust Dragon and 2 Scrap Dragon. And, one thing I'm considering, though, is dropping a Scrap Dragon for something else, just because I don't make it nearly as much as I thought I would. But that's completely up to you, how you want to play. That's the deck profile. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.